What's going on, guys? Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. I'm going to do a ZIL update. Actually, I don't know if I've done a ZIL video before, so I'm not sure this is really technically an update or not. Just my first video on ZIL. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I do this for entertainment and educational purposes only, so do not blindly follow anything I say or do. Also, guys, do me a favor. If you like the content, I would appreciate you hitting the like button, notifications, subscribe. That way YouTube's algorithms know that people are enjoying the content and they can push it to more people like you so they can enjoy it as well. So I appreciate that. Let's just hop straight into it. All right, so ZIL. This video is going to pretty much, for the most part, be on the macro of ZIL. I'll get into the weeds just a little bit, but not very much. Also, guys, I'm not going to get into a lot of details of the weeds on Elliott Wave and the counts and structures and all of that stuff. So if you don't know what Elliott Wave is, do some research, hop in my premium or my private Discord, or my free Discord for that matter. And I'm more than happy to help teach you how to trade Elliott Wave. So anyways, what we got here is potentially a leading diagonal, but again, I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to go straight into a potential count. There's several other counts that are possible, and this structure here can change depending on certain pivot points. But again, I'm not going to get to those until we get to that point. So this is a one wave, a two wave, a three wave, a three wave structure, corrective move down, putting in our two. And now I believe we are impulsive up for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave to put in a larger degree three wave. Anywhere from, there's a fairly large range there for that, but anywhere from $2 to $5.75 is where I expect that three wave target to go. Once we get closer, I'll be able to define that target more in more detail. And then the fifth and final wave potentially going all the way up to $40. Seems absolutely crazy, but that's what Elliott Wave and the structure of Elliott Wave says is possible. Doesn't mean it's going to do it, doesn't mean it has to do it, but it's just possible. Once we hit this three wave, this fourth wave would likely be a bear market, because you would go possibly all the way from $5 all the way down to 50 cents. So that would unfold in a bear market, and then you'd have your final fifth wave up back in a different cycle. So this all is not going to happen in one cycle. This is long-term macro potential. Ignore the time charts on the bottom here. It doesn't mean I think these are going to do this in that given time. It's just an idea on a chart as to what I think is going to happen. So again, guys, 1, 2, 3, my target for this cycle is anywhere from $1.96 to $5.75 from a macro standpoint. Let's hop into the weeds a little bit just to get an idea of how I see this unfolding. All right, so I believe what we have is a one wave here, and then potentially an A. This might be a B wave, so we might end up resetting our two back in this green box. If that was to happen, which I would personally prefer that to happen because it would look better from a structure standpoint, you would have this one wave here. You would have an A. This is a flat, a B, and then you could have a running flat. You could have an expanded flat. You could have a regular flat. All of those three scenarios would unfold into a different price target. A regular flat would basically cause a double bottom. An expanded flat would likely come down and retest the bottom of this channel again, and a running flat could come down and make a higher low here for a C wave. This also could just be a steep, crazy ABC here and BN, and then we are on our way up with our 1, 2 to put in our 1, 2, our three wave, our 4, and our 5. So ultimately, my next target is around 20 cents or so before I think we have, any kind of significant pullback. Like I said, again, we could be still in this correction here, and we could correct, another 27, 30% or so, depending on what kind of structure plays out. If it's a regular, a running, or an expanded flat. But once we get up to put in our 20 cents at this 2-wave, that's when I would expect more of a serious correction. You know, we could correct anywhere down from 63% all the way down to 80%. I like to see 2 waves hit 618. But in a strong bull market, they certainly don't have to. Something like this, you know, it could come down, hit 382 and bounce back up. But even that's a 60% dump. So if that happens, a lot of people would obviously be losing their minds, thinking that this thing is going to be finishing and dying and so forth and so on. So that's my take on ZIL right now, guys. I will continue to update this video if I get a lot of engagement on it, and if I see things happening from a price standpoint. See y'all later.